Guess it's who? It is me again in some other day, updating you from the forest as I so often do. So the major update of mine is that today I became a happier person. That is something, isn't it? Like, I got these times that I am so indifferent towards anything, like anything at all. Like, I don't even care if I'm dead or alive. Like, I could as well be dead and that would be like, okay, I can be dead, like I don't care. I mean, when you're dead you don't care because you're dead, but living and finding out I'm going to die, I'd be like, whatever. So my life was in that moment when it was so pathetically unproductive, so pathetically boring, so nothing, so much of a nothing, that I was like, fine, I can even die at the moment and it'll be alright. Like, I do not care. Indifference is the worst thing that can possibly happen, because when you react in some kind of sadness or anger, that means you feel somehow about it. You have some emotions, that you care and that you want to live. That is why you react emotionally to things, because you want to live, and it's a problem for you because you want to live but without those problems. And when you get to the state when you're indifferent, that means you don't care. That means you don't care about your life. That means these problems aren't your problems because you really don't care. And it doesn't mean you have a distance, it means you completely gave up on life. Indifference is the worst. Really, indifference is the worst thing you can possibly do to yourself. And I am gradually getting rid of that. Like, I feel that the only happy moments I have is when I'm meeting my friends, and all the rest is sitting at home and being so totally bored, no matter what I do, no matter whether it's productive or not. Because I am studying languages every day. I started working out every day again, and I would like to tell you why I stopped working out. Because I was working out regularly, like every day, sometimes having one day of break. But on July I fell off a bicycle and I got that cast on my arm, and it was like something with my elbow. It was not broken, but it was like not good. And then I took off the cast and my arm was still hurting for like a month more, and after 2 months I wanted to be back to my workout, but I couldn't because it hurt so bad. And now it's like 7 months after that, and I tried working out and it still hurts. It still fucking hurts. So I thought to myself, if it'll hurt till the end of my days, does it mean I am never to be working out on my arms, on my biceps, on my triceps again? Does it mean that? Well, I hope not. So I put myself together and told myself, Jennifer, you are going back to work out on your biceps, on your triceps with dumbbells. You will be working out, and I am working out, and I feel good about that. Like, I feel good, and I am on a diet, and I feel like I'm seriously on a diet, because you know what, my tarot card for 2017 is death, and death in the means of health means be careful with your stomach health. And I think this card is trying to like warn me, because I am not eating, like, nutritioning well. So I think this card is a warning. And except for that, for those who don't know, the tarot card death, it does not mean death. It means that some bigger changes are coming in your life, and mine was in like upside down position, and that means like a not so fun period before those changes. So I feel like 2018 is going to be those big changes in my life, but for now 2017 will be the period before the changes, a period not so positive, a period not so fun, a period that you don't necessarily wait for. But the tarot card death in an upside down position basically means that it's a negative and not so fun time before some good, great time. So it's actually okay with me. Like, I completely don't feel 2017, like when it has started I was like something's not alright, like things aren't going that alright, and I don't feel the year, you know. Like 2016 I loved it, 2017 I'm like so yeah, it completely like agrees with the card, completely agrees with that card, tarot card I got. But what was I talking about? Diet. I'm on a diet, and before I was talking about sadness. There's digressions all the time. I do that constantly, because what I was talking about is that when I'm at home, and even if I'm productive, eating well, working out, studying, even if all that, I don't feel happy. At home I'm just bored. I have to go out. I discovered after so many years of sitting at home and not going out, like basically at all, I discovered that I am an outdoor person. I discovered that I am an outdoor person because despite the fact that I have spent so much time at home and it's like my comfort zone, and I feel like I don't want to go out when I'm at home, but when I go out while I'm at home, I never want to be back to home. I would like to stay outside, outdoors, in the city, in the forest, on the beautiful streets, at night, by the day, with friends or alone, anywhere, just outdoors, you know. I love that, and I do not love being at home that much. Like when I'm back from the outdoors to home, I feel so empty, I feel so silent. Like even if it's quiet outside, there are so many sounds around me, surrounding me from like everywhere, and at home there is no such thing. It's silence and it's empty. It's like death, I would say. I don't know how to call it like in any other way, but that's how I feel when you go back from the outdoors to home. It's just empty. No matter the people, no matter the sounds, it is empty in some way. And recently I started stepping out of my comfort zone because I think all that indifference comes from being in that comfort zone. Like, comfort zones do not make one a happy person. They don't. They make you comfortable and soon bored with life, and make you indifferent towards life, and make you don't want to like have any goals and do anything at all, what is totally wrong. So what I do is I try to move, just move, go somewhere, not sit in one place and just do nothing, just be in constant move. It's stepping out of your comfort zone. It makes you explore. You see so many more things and you hear more things. 2 days ago when I was meeting with my brother, we were sitting in Green Nero Cafe, and we were just sitting for some, I don't know, 3 or 2 hours, and I was like, let's go to the old town, and he was like, no, I don't want to. And I was like, yeah, we go to the old town right now. And we went there, and it was absolutely so great, because sitting in a cafe and talking is great, but it is greater to go out and walk and talk and see and hear, because in the cafe you don't see and you don't hear. It's just a building, and buildings are dead, and outside everything is alive. It was a night and so many beautifully illuminated buildings and all these people. When you just look at them and you think they're going to somewhere, it's not like they don't see it, and you can stop for a moment and just look, and it's amazing. It's like freezing the time for a moment. You just look from one perspective. I was sitting there looking from one perspective at the old town square, was seeing the palace and the old buildings, and there was a man, the old man, playing the accordion. It was like the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. Like, the accordion is my favorite instrument anyways, but he was playing it with so much heart and it was very beautiful, and it let me freeze the moment, like stop being myself for a moment, stop thinking, and just be. And that's amazing. And we went for a walk after that, and for me it was much more fulfilling than sitting in a cafe, like sitting in one place. It was stepping out of my comfort zone. It was doing something sudden and just like that, like as if the place called me, and it was so much more better, so much more happy. It was a happier experience for me than sitting in a cafe, because that's what I have to do, I guess. Just move. Movement is what can make me step out of my comfort zone and be happier. Like, I cannot be happy when I sit in one place, even if it's like a cafe. Like, it will not make me happy because it's boring sitting in one place and not doing anything. That is my conclusion. But what the update is actually about is that today I went out very morning, and like I got the health and safety training in some company stuff for the Costa Coffee, and it was like actually good, because the lady was like talking about it in some more interesting method than all the people that have previously taught me on health and safety. So it's like, at least I understood something, and that's what the training is about, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I got that training, and after that I headed to the airport to Costa Coffee, because it's where I am going to work. And I went there, and it was so nice because I came up to them. I said I was to meet with one lady who will like give me the employment contract. That's the word, the employment contract. And she said like, oh sure, I'll call her in a minute, like she's somewhere, would you like anything to drink? So I said, yeah, a medium cappuccino on soy milk. And she was like, yeah, okay, fine. And I was like taking out money, and she was like, oh no, we pay. And that's like, that's cool. Like, it's so lovely that I got a free coffee. I feel like it's lovely, you know, because it is lovely, isn't it? Yes, it is. So yeah. And then that lady came, and I went with her, signed like many things, because it's more complicated when you work on the airport, because you have to have like the identification card on the airport, because it's like all the security and all, it's sick. So the thing is that I will be working on the airport in a month. So it'll be like April, right? Like, I'll start working on the airport in April and not in March, because I have to get the identification card to the airport, and it takes 1 month to get it done. So for the first month, March, I will be working in some other Costa Coffee, so it does, you know, just not to waste time. And I have a training. I have that coffee training tomorrow, and on Wednesday, day after tomorrow. So it'll be cool. It'll be so cool. 2 days of training, and then I will just, you know, appoint like with the manager of that Costa Coffee that I am going to work in for that month. And after that month, I will get an identification card to the airport, so that it'll be all safe and secure and all, and I will start working in there in Costa Coffee on the airport, just like I always have dreamed. So it's great. Yeah. And just my little update, you know. And all these people at Costa Coffee, they're so lovely, and they're like explaining everything to you step by step, what is very important for me, because I have totally so many problems understanding what people mean, especially when it's some business stuff, and I'm like, what the hell is that? Because I never understand when people talk to me like this. So yeah, that's about that. That's about enjoying the life, and I feel like I am going to enjoy life more when I get that job in Costa Coffee. Like, I feel it inside me. So maybe after all, the 2017 will not be that bad. Because I am getting a job that I really feel like I will like, because the people are great and the job itself is great. Like, it has such a good energy, I don't know. And I'll be working on the airport, and I love airports like so freaking much. Plus I am getting out of that shithole of indifference and negative energy. What is the more important, like I would say, even the most important. So yes, that is that about my update. What am I doing with the... Never mind, I am in the forest. I can use that as an instrument in this vlog. Yeah, therefore I encourage you to thumbs this video, okay, up if you liked it, and stalk me by clicking the subscribe button. Adios. It's like a hand wave, like this, you know. Cool.